start with eyebrows, and I use this NYX brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown. I don't do anything too special, I just follow my natural brow. I shave them down still, so just kind of make like a straight line. You kind of just follow your natural brow bone. I got a little bit of an arch, so I started drawing that in. Okay, then I just take this spoolie and then blend out the front part. Okay, the next step is tinted sunscreen. It's La Roche-Posay tinted. Bro. Now I'm going to carve out my brows, so I'm using this NYX concealer. Get like that much. And then yeah, kind of just fix up any mistakes. And then I do this to make them like thinner. Sorry if you can hear my neighbor's music. I was really afraid in the last clip, I'm sorry. But I just like blend it out. I kept getting comments on my last makeup tutorial to cut my hair back. And no, you guys do not need to see a forehead reveal. Anyways, I use the Fit Me concealer. I think this is like the lighter shade. And then this is my placement. It's really white. I make sure to get a lot of concealer on my eyelid, like right here, because it makes your eye makeup look like way smoother and just like neater. I don't know. It makes your nose bridge look a little like flatter and smaller. So. Okay, now that I'm looking flat as hell, I use this contour. I kind of just do like that, and then my face is very uneven, so this side of my jaw is way bigger than my other side. So I add contour on this part of my jaw, but then on my other side, just to make it like look even. So now it's time for cream blush. I use two different blushes. This is the Revlon stick blush in the shade Candy Kiss. And I add that like higher up on my cheekbone, like that. NYX Sweet Cheeks. This is the shade Baby Doll. And this one's a little darker. And I add it right here, like right below the outside of my eye. And I blend it like horizontally. I forgot this part, but I like to add some blush on my chin and my nose. And then if I have my bangs back, I usually put some like on the outside of my eyebrow. I learned this from like Douyin makeup. It makes it like look more cohesive. So I started doing it. Now I powder my under eyes. I use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. And I just do my under eyes right now because I still need to do cream nose contour. I'm doing my nose contour. This is the e.l.f. cream contour palette. I've used it a lot, so it looks very messy. I draw like these lines coming like from my nostrils and like to the tip of my nose. And then I do like a line right here on my bridge. Going up. I don't like to make the lines on my sides too dark because it always just ends up making your nose look bigger. So I mainly just focus on the tip. Now I'm going to powder the rest of my face. I like using the e.l.f. powder foundation, and I like to put it like right on the sides of my nose to carve out the nose contour a little bit on the tip. Like that. And then you can kind of just powder the rest of your face. This stuff is like really high coverage, so it's okay if you don't put too much. So I just use a fluffy brush to like wipe off the excess powder. With my Scott Barnes contour palette, and I'm using the lightest shade. And I'm kind of just going over all the places I put it with the cream contour with like a fluffy brush. I'm going to take my Tarte eyeshadow palette. It's also really old. And I take this really dark shade of eyeshadow on the tip of my nose. Okay, now I'm going to use the cream contour palette again and then get this like light shade right here, and then just carve it out again. So now we're starting on eye makeup. I'm using this palette. I got it in China, so I have no idea what the brand is. But I'm gonna take like this grayish color and focus it on like the outside of my lid, kind of making like a circle kind of shape. And then I'm gonna use this palette that I stole from my mom. And it's like I'm gonna use this gray shade and then do my egg yolk. I don't really know how to explain how to do this part. It's just like following your natural eye shape. If like an egg yolk doesn't suit your eye shape, that's okay. You don't have to do this. So for eyeliner, I use like a pencil liner first and just do my waterline. And then you can start like going out and tracing where you want to do your eyeliner. My eyeliner like changes pretty much like every time I do my makeup, so I don't really have a routine for this. But that's kind of the shape I go for. And then make sure it like blends to the bottom so it looks more like it suits your face more. Okay, so this is like kind of the shape that I did, and then I'm gonna use the e.l.f. liquid liner and clean up the edges a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to focus so I look stupid, but it's also like I can never get it even, so don't even worry about it. Okay, now I'm gonna use a white liner and then put it like right here in the inner corner. Not too much, just like a little bit. I'm gonna use the liquid liner again. We're gonna do a little bit of an inner corner right on top of the white. Okay, now I'm gonna make my bottom lashes like spiky. I use the e.l.f. lash and roll. I just kind of like coat my lashes and use the wand to like clump them together, so you kind of have to do like a lot of layers. Okay, now I'm gonna put some lashes on. I use the Kiss Lash Glue, and these are my favorite lashes. They're the One Ear lashes from 99 Dreams. But after the glue is like dried a little bit, I just kind of put it on. I don't struggle too much with putting on lashes, so like look at that difference. If you have like naturally long lashes, don't worry about like wearing them. But for me, I like wearing falsies. So now we're gonna do lips. I use the eyebrow pencil from earlier as a lip liner because I like the kind of grayish color. And then I extend the corners of my mouth a little bit because I feel like my lips are like kind of like horizontally small. I don't know how to explain that. And then I just overline the bottom and good shit done. Okay, after that, I'm going to use the matte lip cream from NYX in the shade Memory Foam and put that like on the outside where my lip liner is. And then I'm going to use the liquid lipstick from earlier and like put it in the center. And that's my lip combo. Okay, we're almost done. So these are like the finishing touches. I'm going to go back over my nose contour a little bit just to darken it up and make it a bit more defined. All these steps you can skip if you're not like a fan of them, but this is how I like to do my makeup. And then I'm using this highlighter. I think I got it off Amazon, or my friend did. She gave it to me. Put some on the tip, and then on the bridge. Now I'm using ColourPop Monster Super Shock Highlighter. It's like a pink color, kind of. And I'm gonna put that on my cheekbones with my finger. A bit too much. And then I also like to put it on my bridge. And then this is how I do my fake freckles and moles. So I take a really small brush like this, and then I use the point. Just get some like bright eyeshadow, and then just like dab it on and then blend it a little bit. And I think it makes some like really cute freckles. This part is also not necessary. I only do this sometimes. And yeah, that's pretty much all I do for my makeup. Here's a close-up. Thank you for watching. This was really long.